Good morning students. Today we are going to discuss the fourth poem, The Ant and the Cricket. Cricket, here it is not a game, it is an insect. This poem is adapted from Aesop Fables. Fables is a story about animals. Fable is a traditional story that teaches the moral lesson. Usually the character in the fables are animals. This poem, The Ant and the Cricket, teaches the importance of hard work and planning. In this poem they had described about hard work as well as the planning. Okay, what ant, you know, erumbu. The cricket is, it is little similar with grasshopper, but it is green. It is not green in color, it is black in color, black or sometimes it is brown in color, but exactly it is black in color. The leg of the cricket is very short when comparing to the grasshopper, and in Tamil we can say this is a chilvandu. It makes a loud noise with the rubbing of his wings, that is called the cricket. Let us see what is the poet described here about the cricket and the ant. A silly young cricket accompanies to sing through the warm and the sunny month of the gay summer and the spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and the winter was come. So, a silly young cricket, he is describing the cricket as a silly because he don't have any responsibility, simply it is enjoying his life. That's why they had, author had mentioned here, the silly young cricket. Accompanies to sing, so he is always used to sing a song through the warm sunny month of the gay summer and spring. So it's gay, G-A-Y, gay means glad. So it's simply it is through the warm, when the season is warm and it is sunny, it's the gay glad summer and the spring, began to complain when it found at the home this cupboard was empty and the winter was came. When the winter season came, what happened? Now the cupboard is empty. That it was not saved even a bit of grain for it for a winter season. Now it started to complain. Not a crumb to be found on the snow covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on the tree. Oh, what will become, say the cricket, of me? So, not a crumb to be found, C-R-U-M-P, crumb means a piece of bread. Even if there is no piece of bread is available in his cupboard, on the snowy covered ground. Now the ground is covered with the snow. Not a flower could he see, there is no even a single flower is available because it is filled with the snow, because it is a winter season. Not a leaf on the tree, even there is no single leaves on the trees also. Oh, what will become, say the cricket to me? So what is going to become? So it is at the last by starving on famine made bold. So starvation, it means it's without food. If the person die without food, panjam, patni savu we used to say, no, that is a starvation. At the last by the starvation and the famine means panjam. So made bold. So you don't have a food and it's also it's under the that famine, starvation and famine make the cricket to be bold. On all dripping with wet and all the trampling with cold, always he set off the misery ant to see if he keep him alive, he could grant him shelter for the rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he will repay it tomorrow. So it is a rhyming, the first stanza is rhyming of A-B, second also same. Next, me, bold, cold, ant. So see what they had said, all dripping with wet. So dripping means the drop of thanni vidula, that is dripping. So it's becoming wet of the snowfall in the winter season, and all the trampling with cold. Trampling means shivering. It is shivering with the cold. Always away he set off the misery, and misery means conjoined, hesitate to spend money. So now the ant, they won't give, but they won't borrow from anyone, as well as the same thing it won't get from anyone also. Get and give, they won't give, won't get. So such a type of ants. So now the cricket have a hope. If we go there and it will give the little hope in his mind, if they give shelter for the rain, if the ant will allow him to stay there for the give the shelter for him at the rain, as well as the mouthful of grain, he wish only to borrow the thing, the grain he is only to borrow, he is not want, anyhow it will repay it tomorrow, anyhow it will repay it the next day. In the hope it's going, the cricket is going to ask help from the ant. So let me read this. A silly young cricket accompanies a sing through a warm sunny month of the gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and the winter was come, not a crumple to be found on the snow covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on the tree. Oh, what will become, say the cricket, of me? At last by starvation the famine make bold, all the dripping with wet and all the trampling with cold. Away he set off to the mystery and to see if to keep him alive he could grant him shelter for the rain and the mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he will repay it tomorrow. So with that hope the cricket went to the ant for seeking help. If not, he must die for the starvation and the sorrow. Say the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and the friend, but we and never borrow, we and never lend. So if not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. So if the ant is not ready to give the shelter and the mouthful of grain to the cricket, what happened? The cricket will die of the starvation and the sorrow. It will die. Say the ant to the cricket. Now the ant is telling to the cricket, I am your servant and friend. I am your servant as well as I am your friend. But we and never borrow. They are never get anything from anyone. We and never lend. Lend means giving. They are not ready to get anything from anybody as well as they are not ready to give anything to anyone. But tell me, dear cricket, what did you lay anything by when the weather is warm? Oh, the cricket, not I. Oh, Q-U-O-U-T-H. It means set. It is a old English. So now the ant is asking whether the climate is warm. Have you saved lay? It means have you saved anything for your winter? He is asking the question towards the cricket. The cricket, not I. The cricket replied that he had not saved anything. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all the nature looked gay, for all the nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say. So now the heart of the cricket replied, this heart was so light, it is very happy that I sang day and night. So it was singing the song day and night. It means it's enjoying the day as well as the night. For the nature looked gay already I told, gay means glad. The nature is very happy. So all the nature is very happy because the climate is very warm. You sang, sir, you sang. Now the cricket is the ant is telling to the cricket, you sang, sir, you sang. நீ பாடிக்கிட்டே இருந்த அப்படிதானே? It is asking the question to the cricket. Ant is asking the question to the cricket. Go then, say the ant, and dance the winter away. Thus ending, he hesitated lifting the wicket. Hesitately lifted the wicket. So what happened? Go then, say the ant. The ant is asking the cricket to go away and dance the winter away. So it's asking even in the winter also the cricket is, you can dance. The ant is giving the command to the cricket to dance and thus ending. So it is making he hesitantly lifted the wicket means the gate. He is closing the gate by telling the cricket to get out from the house. And out of the door turned the poor little cricket. The folk called this as a fable. I will grant it true. Some cricket have 4 legs and some have 2 legs. So here, the poor little cricket, by losing his hope, the ant had not given anything. It's drive away the cricket. So it went with the sorrow and it went to the door. This is a fox called the fable. So, this is a fable, already I told you, fable is nothing, it is a story which is characterized by some animals or insects. So, here they had characterized with the insects. So, I will warrant it true. So, he will giving the warranty that some cricket have 4 legs. Here the 4 legs represents the insects, and some have 2. It means some have 2 means this 2 legs represents the human being. So, human also we won't plan anything for our future, simply we will enjoy the present and we won't save anything for our future. At the last we are facing difficulties. This is a moral of the story. So, when opportunity knocks the door at once, so whenever we got opportunity we have to save for our future. This is the message which is given in our story. So, Aesop's fables is a collection of the fables credited of 2 Aesops, a slave and the storyteller believed to have the ancient Greece between 620 and 564 BC. These fables becomes popular when they merged in print. So, Aesop fables is a collection of stories. He is a slave and the storyteller. He is belonged to the Greek, and there is a belief that he had lived in the duration of 620 to 564 BC, and these fables are become popular when it is printed. Several stories are attributed to Aesops even today. So many stories even today we are learning. This is written by Aesops. The process of inclusion in the continues and the new stories are being added. So, because of the inclusive making, they had added more stories today. Even today's new stories are added in his collections of stories. The collections of Aesop fables were among the earliest book to be printed in many languages. So, this is a book they had printed in many languages. The first book, the earliest book, it means the first book they had printed in many languages. All his stories were very interesting, and most of his stories are fables. Fables means they are characterized the animals or the insect. This is a very small poem, and it is a memory poem. You have a very good rhyming schemes and rhyming words are there. So, you go through the poem and memorize it. Thank you, my dear students.